Peace stars, what's up? This your boy Eru, host of the Diehard podcast. Got a special guest here. This is a guy that I've been in contact with throughout the years. He's a super fan of the Knicks, but he's from another time zone, way over there. You're talking about international Andy from NBK. He's from Poland. This guest here is a little further north, I think, to the west too, if I'm not mistaken. Without further ado, let's just bring him in here, man. This is Daniel Jahn here from Knicks fan. Germany. What's good, man?
Knicks Nation Germany, yes.
Yes, Knicks Nation
Hi,
Germany.
Hero.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, man. I'm good. I hope you're good as well. Long time overdue this interview, man.
I know.
Yes, Andy is also a guy of our fan club. He's also a member. Andy from Poland.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
Poland is.
dope.
Yeah, Poland. Germany is in the west of Poland. So.
Okay.
To be clear. Yeah, man. I'm excited.
Have you got to speak to him? When was the last time you spoke to Andy?
Few weeks ago. He want me on his show as well. So
I'm trying to tell you, I would love for you guys to get together because you guys are literally right there, so you guys can get together.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Do like a whole, add to the Nothing But Knicks Nation. Have like a family over there, a little thing over there connected to you guys. That'd be kind
of course, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I always want to ask you. I always want to get for you to say it in your own words, man. Like, how did this start? This Knicks fan Germany. How did this all begin?
So there was some NBA Global Games a few years ago in London. They started that, I think, in 2015 or 2014, I think. And a few guys, there was the start of Facebook, and all the spaces are growing, and they're searching for some fans who speak German and that they can meet each other there in London, and they built a Facebook group. And they met each other there in London and in some pubs and drinking beer, having fun. And after that, this Facebook group grows a lot. I think 500 or 600 people in that. A few years later, I was also a part of that. And Twitter. You have so many fans of so many opinions and something like that. And not every fan is on the same page, no?
Right.
We are all Knicks fans, but we are not all on the same page.
Right.
And so I started to think DM with some guys who I think have the same passion as I did. And from that day on, I started a WhatsApp group with these guys. And we met each other a few months later in Berlin. Watching their German basketball game, German Bundesliga, Alba Berlin, the team who Franz and Moritz Wagner has grown up.
Yeah.
Alba Berlin, yes, that's the team who they grow up, and yeah, and a few months after that, we're thinking about building a fan club, an official fan club. And we overthinking and brainstorming that, and we found out that we are the first NBA fan club, an official fan club here in German-speaking countries. So Knicks. So we are the Knicks Nation Germany, and that's the first fan club here in Germany from an NBA fandoms.
So you guys are legends then. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
You guys are legends.
Of course. Yeah.
Who was on there? Has anybody tried to do it again and for any other teams that you know of?
I don't think so. No, there are a few football fan clubs like the Giants and I think the Seawolves and many others, Denver Broncos, I believe. But until now, there's no NBA fan club here in Germany, an official one.
That's amazing. That's why I keep trying to tell everybody. Knicks Nation is amazing. No matter where you go in the world, you're going to find a Knicks fan. They might not speak English, whatever, but you guys got the same orange and blue. I was telling Victor, there's only one universal language all around the world when it comes to Knicks Nation, and that's orange and blue. We all speak
Yes.
orange and blue, right?
We bleed orange and blue for our whole life, man. Yeah, we are all diehard Knicks fans.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
I mean, I'm a Knicks fan since the Eastern Conference Finals '99.
Okay.
There were tough times since today,
Yeah.
but we're still here, man, and we always will be here, and we'll die as a Knicks fan, man.
Yeah. So what was the draw? So you said he was there since '99. '99 was kind of like a magical season because we were losing that year. I think they had it was the lockout season, so it was a shortened season. You know, so it's kind of magical. So what drew you to the Knicks during that time in 1999?
I mean, I was how much? I think I was 16 or 17 years old. I mean, here in Germany is a soccer land,
right.
You know. It was a random situation. I was at my aunt's birthday, and there are the Eastern Conference Finals on TV, and I saw that. I just looked at that, and I saw Sprewell jumping around the court with the high athletic motor and these dunks and these hairs. I have never seen before hairs. I mean, we are Germany. Come on. It was 22 years ago or 23 years ago now, and I started to think about, man, let's play basketball for yourself, and I did that 2 weeks later. We have a basketball club here in my town, in my little town, and I'm not the president of the Knicks Nation Germany. I'm also the vice president of this basketball fan club here in my town now.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's great. So 1999, that was your introduction just to basketball in general? Like you never played it before?
No, nothing to do with basketball.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
because from here, my perspective, Sprewell, he was in Golden State, so I was a big fan of his in Golden State. I would never have thought that we were able to get a player like that on the Knicks. So when it did happen, it was a lot of negative stuff that happened to get him on the Knicks.
Yeah,
once he got the choke thing.
Choke against good.
Yeah, that's unprecedented, man. So I mean, that was the reason why we were able to get him. We traded it like a fan favorite, John Starks and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was saying. It's like a magical thing because. For us to get to the finals, in the way that we did it, a lot of things happen, in a positive way. Marcus Camby, we got traded for Charles Oakley, Oakley. I mean, Camby wasn't playing throughout the season. I think Ewing got hurt and then allowed Camby to play a little bit more and stuff. Yeah, definitely, man. So, yeah, man, Sprewell to me, at that time, I was a big fan of Sprewell also. And like in the States, the braids and stuff, that all was part of the culture. That was all part of the culture here.
Yeah, as I will come back to later about our story. I met Sprewell a few years later in London as well.
Okay.
But I think he was a little bit busy or something like that, and he don't want to give autographs to the fans. And sad. But 1 year later, I met another legend and have the chance to talk with him, and we will see later who it is. Yeah,
definitely. Well, Sprewell is definitely a different person now. I see him making appearances and whatever. He's extremely humble. He'll come up to you and talk to you now. See, that's the thing too with these players at the time. They're in it. They're in the game. So they're distracted. They're superstars now. But once that kind of like energy goes down, then they can come back to us now, and they become Knicks fans just like us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you have any more plans coming to America to come to?
Yes.
The Knicks
I hope we will come with a little group. It will be end of February and the beginning of March. I think there will be 3 games. The first one is against the Pelicans, then the Celtics, and then the Nets.
Oh, wow.
And I spoke with Anthony yesterday, and think we will come with 10 guys, 12 guys, and we will invite in his event Anthony MSG.
Right. Yeah, Anthony MSG. I gotta say he's one of the leaders, man. He's a
Yeah.
busy guy too. I think he's becoming a superstar where he's like almost like Sprewell now. You gotta like have an appointment to get his autograph and that type of stuff now.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the pictures from me and Anthony. Last time I was in New York. I met Gianna, and unfortunately she passed away a few months later.
Yeah.
But I had a chance to meet her, and that means so much for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Because I mean, I got a picture here. This is your son or your?
Yes, that's my son. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my son.
Yeah.
His first. So I show you before my tattoo on my arm.
Right.
And I made the tattoo with exactly that picture, but the picture was later.
Right.
So the ink was in, and I made the picture later with that view.
Oh wow! So I mean, that's the power of manifestation. You wrote it in there, and then you was able to come into life for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Anthony MSG, I never got a chance to speak to him about that, but that was a big emotional thing. Him losing his sister. That was basically like his daughter. So I know everyone related to that whole situation. So I mean, how does this make you feel here, man? To have just to be able to take your son to another part of the world and to experience something that you hold dear to yourself and pass it on to him.
Man, that means so much for me.
Yeah.
Showing that view is more than everything for me, man. He was at the game. He's clapping at every basket, and I saw that, and I have some tears in my eyes, man.
Yeah.
He don't know the guys who on the hardwood, but he clapping, and the emotions at the Garden overwhelmed him as well, and he never saw this before. At that point he was 4 years old. 4 years old.
Wow. How old is he now?
He's 7.
He's 7. Okay. Is he still into basketball, or did he find something else? Did he find the soccer ball hanging around somewhere?
Yes. I'm also his soccer coach.
Okay.
But he told me all the time, Dad, when I'm finished with football or with soccer, I want to play basketball like you did.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's amazing to me, man. I mean, you sent me some pictures from WhatsApp. I'm trying to get them up as we speak here, but you're actually pretty good, actually. I mean, I'm looking at some of the pictures with the thumbnail that I put up for the chat here. You actually had a million jerseys. How many jerseys do you own?
I think 42, 43 will come next week with Hartenstein.
Oh, God. Where's Hartenstein from? Is he from Germany as well?
Yeah. Okay. His dad is from Germany.
Right.
His mom is from the United States, but he grew up in America. But he's a German, and he plays for our national team.
Okay, that's awesome. So I mean, how did you get these moves here? I see you got the between the leg move there. You got the nice, beautiful form on the jump shot. I see that. Where did you get those skills from? I know you didn't get that from Sprewell.
No, jump shot like age 20, like Allen Houston.
Yeah, H2O.
No, I mean, these are photos. That's you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can do but so much.
I'm not that good at basketball. I try my best, but the moves looks good, but
you had a good photographer.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the group. So what do you guys do over there in Germany? How do you guys interact? What do you guys do over there as a group?
So we stopped at the moment where we are on the way to make the decision to make this whole thing official here in Germany. So it's all bureaucratic things and with papers and all the things. It took, I think, 3 or 4 months, and in September 2017, we are an official fan club. So we took that to this Facebook group. The membership the members grow, and we are now 161 members, not only from Germany. Of course, we are based in Germany. The most of the guys are from Germany, but we have also members from like Andy from Poland is a member of us. Alex from Ireland, from Switzerland guys, from Austria, and from the United States as well. So like Anthony, Terry and Trey, Macri, that's all our members.
I need to get my application. I got to get an expedited application for the Knicks Fan Germany application, man.
Yeah.
You got to put one in for me before you get out of here.
What isn't? Said it again.
No, the application. I got to get one. I got to get an application for there. Before we get out of here, you got to hook it up for me.
Yes, of course. I will send you before we finish that, man. Yes, of course. We can do that.
Yeah, definitely. Here goes the tattoo, man. Look at this tattoo. I just found it just now from the website. Look at this tattoo here. For people who don't really get it here, man. What kind of a person is going to put something like this on their arm here, man? This is amazing. Look at this.
Yeah.
The detail in this tattoo is incredible, man. Wow.
Yeah, man. So unfortunately, the artist who did that died last year.
Oh wow, man! Rest in peace. He's a great artist, though.
Yeah, through fucking COVID, man.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Well, since you brought it up, man, how did you get through COVID? How did COVID how did you deal with that?
My wife had it, but I don't know. I don't have before since now.
That's good. Knock on wood. Well, New York City was crazy, man. If you want to talk about knock on wood, right? If you want to talk about MSG, the whole area in New York City was completely vacant. There's nobody walking around. So in New York City, there's so many people out there. So it was just amazing that you could just you could have walked around naked and nobody would have noticed because there was nobody outside during that time. So that was amazing.
So it was the last time I was there. It was March 20. I think 1 week later, they have the lockdown, the shutdown.
Right.
1 week later, so we are in the epicentrum at that moment. We are in New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Well, it's an experience. Well, you're deeply connected to New York, so for you to experience that with us too, that says a lot as well.
Yeah, it was my my 4th time I was in New York. And since that 1999 Eastern Conference final, I was a big Knicks fan, and of course a fan of the city as well. So I look all the documentaries on YouTube from New York, and I'm a big New York guy. I'm a big Knicks guy.
Well, from my perspective too, I always wanted to go to Germany. When I make my trip to Germany, I always wanted to go from Amsterdam and take the train down into Berlin. That's my dream trip. For just from the architecture, of course, the history, so many things that happen in Europe, and so you just want to walk down the path of those people or whatever. So what's your experience with New York? What's the draw to New York aside from the Knicks? Is that what draws you to the city, New York?
What? I mean, the skyscrapers, the city, the living legends there, the whole international thing. I mean, New York is is it multi-culti? Can I talk? Yeah, a multi-culti city, and I love that from the first day.
Yeah,
from there.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of all different kind of cultures. You can find German. You'll find German neighborhoods. You'll find like French neighborhoods. You'll find
Italian.
Yeah, anything that you'll find. Like you mentioned Terry and Trey, they're West Indian. I know exactly where they're from. They're in Brooklyn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it is a beautiful place to be. So but from my perspective too, I'm kind of sick of it in New York, to tell you the truth, because it's
I
just so much going on here.
Yeah, it's a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm very happy to come to New York, but after 1 week or 1.5 weeks, it's too much. It's so many emotions, so many views from you. I cannot overworking this in my head, and I want to go home
yeah,
after 1.5 or 2 weeks, and I love to come, but I'm very happy to be back again in Germany,
yeah.
in
Well,
my little hood here.
yeah, some people say, like, they say that you could feel the city breathing. You can feel
Yeah,
the breath of the city. Even at night, you can still feel something happening at night. You can just feel the energy of people around you, which is
yeah.
amazing, man. So I mean, Germany, like, if I was to go to Germany, what kind of experience would I have? Like, because I know I'm into basketball, I'm not really into soccer and stuff. So like what's it like being in Germany? What's
So most of the guys said the Oktoberfest in Munich or something like that, or um, but it's the cities you're not expecting. It's more so for me. Cities like, I don't know, you don't so like Dresden or or other cities who have extremely old but also amazing buildings.
yeah,
So I mean, it's like um, buildings like the St. Patrick's Cathedral or something like that, or bigger ones.
yeah. That's the draw for me. I just want to see it. Especially from, like, say, from Amsterdam. Amsterdam, we got a lot of our names from in New York, from Amsterdam, the whole Dutch
Yeah,
area. We got a lot.
New Holland was the first name from New York,
Yeah,
was
exactly.
it? Yeah.
Something like that. Even like the different street names, Brooklyn and all this other stuff. They all came from the region. So that's what's drawing me to there. So that's why the first thing when I was looking for other Knicks fans, but before I started this podcast, I was looking for Knicks fans, man. So one of the first things I saw actually was your Knicks fan, Germany. It was Austria, Germany at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like one of the first things that I saw. So I didn't even see like an American fan club or anything. Like, I saw you guys first, man. So that's why I'm so intrigued by that, the connection of the two
Um,
cultures. I'm so intrigued by it.
in my opinion, it's only us and the guys from France, Knicks Nation France. They are a lot of bigger than us. I think they are over 400 members.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's I think it's only them and us as official fan clubs.
well, they're cheating because they have Fournier over there. Fournier is a big star over there, so now they're cheating because now they can just follow Fournier. So do you think Hartenstein will bring that fan base over because now he's with the Knicks?
I hope so. I hope so, man. I'm. I don't know if I can say this on live, but I'm in contact with his mother,
Okay.
and I will hope that we one day have a chance to interview him as well. And when we come to New York, hope we have a little meet and greet with him.
Yeah, that would be
So
awesome.
that would be awesome. And the other thing is, the Eurobasket was a few weeks ago, and as we was the first time in London, I speak with the NBA guy, um, who was our contact because of the tickets and something like that, and he told us now it's a few years London, then a few years Paris global game, and after that they will come to Berlin, the
Okay.
NBA. So I hope they make something special and bring the Knicks to Berlin, and that would be amazing for us. That would be amazing for German basketball, of course. That the NBA comes to Germany, and more important for us as a Knicks Nation Germany fan club.
Yeah, for the culture too. That would be amazing. I think if they came to Jersey to Germany, I think I would go. I think I would try to get myself out there for that. Because England, I seen so many movies and stuff. I've seen 007 and stuff like that, so I get the gist of it. If they go to France, okay, we got French fries over here. It's not a big deal. But Germany, man, if they're in Germany, I'm definitely gonna see if I can get myself out there. That'll be a lot of fun.
You guys are all welcome here. Man, that would be amazing. So, if I'm allowed, I would tell the historic story about our fan club. I would tell you.
Sure.
So we will build that, and we are an official fan club in September 2017. So then we have our first fan meeting in Nuremberg in, I think it was April or May 2018. And then it was the time Kristaps Porzingis was our franchise player at the time.
Right.
And he comes to Berlin with the connection to Adidas, and we know some guys from Alba Berlin, and we talk to them, and we are able to we made a meet and greet with them. So we have with 12 or 13 guys have a meet and greet with Kristaps Porzingis at the time. That was the time he was injured with his ACL.
Right.
But man, that was the first time we saw an NBA player, and when I think about that, I still have goosebumps, man.
Well, he made you look like a baby. He made you look like a little baby.
I think I sent you a picture.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to scroll here. You sent me a lot of pictures, man.
Yeah.
a lot of great pictures. You have a good eye for the camera.
Yeah, we have a lot of experience in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's somewhere over here. I know you sent it to me. I gotta see where I put that picture exactly. Yeah, man. But I mean, Kristaps, he made you look like a baby, man. You were like you were up to his waist, I think.
I don't know which size I have. I think 5 feet or 5'1". I don't know, but I mean, he was 3 or 4 heads bigger than me, man.
He was twice your size, man. Twice. He could put you in his pocket.
Yes, of course.
So how was Kristaps? Because here he had a bad breakup in New York. So here the climate around Kristaps Porzingis, we went from loving him to like half the fan base hating him over here. So how was he when you met him?
Kristaps was extremely humble. I think about it all the time, and I think the problem were his brothers, who are his agents, and I think they want too much from the Knicks.
Right.
And that was the whole problem. Of course, Kristaps stands behind them, but I cannot imagine that Kristaps want this outcome. Wants this outcome.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you could tell that he was uncomfortable about the whole situation.
Yeah. I never called him a snake or something like that. I'm not that guy, man.
A lot of us are here though. In New York is we just like uncouth in the way that we talk and stuff. Speaking of Mr. Mr. Andy's just popped in here.
That's Andy.
Yeah, we call him. We're starting to call him International Andy over here. He's becoming. He's a fan favorite of all Knicks fans over here in the States, man.
I mean, he's a part of the NBK group since day one, I think.
Yeah. What I would like you guys, you and Andy, to actually, if you guys can do the same thing like we're doing here, do a podcast over there, like I mentioned earlier.
Of course.
That would be awesome. Because Andy loves to talk, and Andy's handsome. always fool around with him. He's extremely handsome. So he would be an asset to the show. And you guys would get a lot of fans and stuff.
I mean, now I have a little experience in live podcasts. I'm not that nervous like the first time. When you want me in the show, hit me up, man, and I will be there.
Yeah, absolutely. But I didn't get a chance to ask you about anything happening with the Knicks now, man. So we've been through a lot the last 20 years, Donovan Mitchell and all this other stuff. So at the present moment, what do you think about the Knicks? After the preseason now, what's your thoughts now about the Knicks?
I'm always a half full class guy. Right. So you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't say we got a 50 burger, but but I think we could go for 45, 46 wins. And I don't know if we take the playoffs directly, but I think place 7, place 8 will be ours.
I'm with you. I'm with you right there.
And I'm extremely comfortable in that.
Yeah, me too. One of the guys that I usually do podcasts with, his name is he goes by State on here. Me and him actually came up with 48 and 34. That's the number to be.
Yeah, I buy that. Yeah, of course.
That's a little bit too close to the 50 burger, though. I don't know if we'll get there. We gotta put more coal on the barbecue. I don't know if we'll get there, but I'm excited, man. One person that I'm excited about the most, of course, is Jaylen Brunson. What do you think about him? We haven't had a point guard in forever.
I mean, Iro, you may know I was a big part of the Frank Hive. You know that.
Yes, I know that.
And you are the opposite of that. I know that too.
Complete opposite.
Yeah, complete. I know. But I'm over it, and the thing is, it counts what it describes what's on the front of the jersey, not what's on the back. So, and I can say that Jaylen Brunson is the first good or better, great point guard since Stephen Marbury, I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
Maybe 1 year Raymond Felton.
You're like one of the first Knicks fans that even mentioned Raymond Felton. Everybody just skips Raymond Felton like he didn't exist. He was decent for us, right?
He was great in that 1 year.
Yeah.
He was great. And then he comes.
Right? He had 17 points and like 7-8 assists that year, I think, before he got traded.
The 1-2 punch with him and Stat was amazing, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. So
amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, what's another person that I want to bring up? Andy always talks about this guy Fournier. That's the big conversation in America right now. They just want Fournier off the team because they can't stand him. They want Quentin Grimes to be the guy and things of that nature. What's another guy too? Of course, Julius Randall. They want him off the team too, but it's really mostly because of the people are saying that they're old. These guys. I don't even think Fournier's 30 yet. Fournier turns 30, I think, soon.
I think it's 29. I think. I mean, we have his contract, and I still think that Tips will start him, but Quentin Grimes will finish the game. He will be on the court in the crunch time. I mean, and Evan Fournier, we don't have to forget he had a great season last year. I mean, of course, he struggles a lot on defense, but that's maybe a problem with the connection with him and Kemba.
Right.
But I mean, he brought the record from John Starks last year on the 3-point attempt, and I think we can still play Evan Fournier for 17, 18 minutes. You can start the game. Tips can put him out, brings Grimes in, and he starts at the second half a few minutes, and then I think Grimes will finish the game. And I mean, he's hot sometimes. He scores 10 points in 3 minutes at the beginning of the game. I mean, we definitely need him at
Yeah,
through the whole
absolutely.
season. Yeah,
But like talking when you talk about starting and finishing, like Fournier helps to set the table.
yeah.
Certain things.
That's what I want to say. Yeah,
Yeah, this basically set the table because Brunson, he has the ball a lot. RJ, he's gotten better. He's going to get the ball a lot, and of course Julius. So we don't have room for another person to be ball dominant. So
yeah,
Fournier is good because at least he can help Brunson out with a little bit of ball handling, little bit of things here and there just to get the offense going.
yes,
Whatever. But outside of that, if you're asking him to do anything more than that, then you're asking for problems. But he fits into that group seamlessly. I think
yes. And Evan is not that bad of a ball handler. I mean, he plays point for Team France at some times,
right.
and I don't think he's that bad. Or some Knicks fans saw him. Talking about Julius, man. Last year, of course, I was not a big fan of him.
Right.
Not of his game, but all the things off the court, man.
Yeah.
Thumbs down. Okay, looking over that. But yeah, talking to the fans, man. Shut up! What? Man,
Yeah, I think.
shut up and dribble, man. That's a thing you have to do, man. And
Yeah.
it was a lot of in his head last year, and I think what I saw in these 4 preseason games, I'm really happy to see what he did there.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to see what he did there, and he's not rushing it. He saw his teammates all the time. Of course, his shot is not falling the last couple of games, but I really like what I saw from Julius Randall, and when he played this through the whole season, I'm very happy, man. I'm very happy. His numbers will go down, of course.
Right.
Of course. Jaylen Brunson and RJ will have a lot of more usage, but when they have a bad day, Julius is there, and that's
Absolutely.
good, and that's good for us. I mean,
Yeah.
we have no superstar yet here, but we are another step in the right direction, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
With Jaylen as the true point guard, we finally have, and some people have forget the word, man. Have fear that he's a bad defender. I mean, he's small, but he's not a bad defender. He can push with his ass, man, and he can post up sometimes, and I love what I see there, man.
Yeah, he can put some pain on guys sometimes.
Yes,
Let guys
yes,
feel it.
yes.
Even
Yeah.
he has bad court awareness on defense. I think he's looking somewhere. And he's like, oh snap! He has one. He always does that on defense.
Yeah.
But like you said on offense, to me, what I noticed is that he's not dribbling a lot. 3 dribbles. I'm noticing 1, 2, 3. I think that's something that they've been trying to beat into him. Like, listen, man, stop dribbling so much. Couple dribbles, make a decision. If you're not going to shoot it, make a decision.
And man, last game, the starters have a awesome, I say really, awesome player and ball movement last night.
Yeah,
it was amazing, man. Yeah, the chemistry in the starting unit is amazing. I mean, the second unit will need some time, but they will be there as well. But the chemistry through the starters is amazing, man. Yeah. I love that.
So here's another person that everyone's talking about, Cam Reddish. What's your thoughts on Cam Reddish?
Oof. I think when everybody's healthy, he has no chance, man. I mean, we all know Tips play 10 guys, sometimes 9 guys. When everybody's healthy, he has no chance. At that moment, right now, and through the 4 or the 3, the 3. I think he played 3 preseason games. I think.
Yeah, he was hurt for 1. I think the first one he played a little bit.
Oof. I mean, despite the fact through 3 or 4 good moments, the other ones he was very lost, man.
Yeah. He's stuck in between because he wants to be a star. I'm quite sure he's thinking, oh, RJ got his money. This guy got his money. He
Yeah,
should get
that's the
money too.
problem.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
and he think he can be a star,
Mhm.
but right now he's at the bottom, man. And I think he has to overthink his mindset a little bit more and do more the basics on the court,
Right.
and not thinking about I will be a star, man. The thing for the most important thing for Tips is defense, man. I mean, he's an athletic guy and has the tools to be a good defender, but he's not. He don't do good things on defense.
Yeah.
And when you don't play defense on the Tips team, you don't
You're
deserve
useless.
minutes, man. Yes,
Just
useless.
in the NBA in general, because he already had his chance in Atlanta. So the big problem with Atlanta, he thought that he was a star there too. So
Yeah.
he asked for a better opportunity. That's why he ended up with the Knicks. So now here he's in the same situation. So the common denominator now is him, Cam.
Yeah.
Cam Reddish. He has to figure it out. Maybe
Yeah.
somebody in his camp, somebody close to him, because like you said, I agree with you. If Tibbs does a 9 to 10 man rotation, he's out of here. He won't be playing.
No. There's only a chance when somebody like Evan or Grimes or maybe Randall or Obi got hurt, he had the chance to play
Right.
the 3 or the 4. But right now, I don't think he will sit a lot of time on the bench, man.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, not everybody can go get to the championship. Like you came on in '99, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Just 4 years before the Knicks were in the championship in '94.
Yeah.
Just 5 years before that, totally different team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. So as time goes on, you can reflip and guys will change. Get traded or retire, that type of stuff, and you can rebuild again. So what do you think the Knicks are at this moment? Like right now, say like who do you think as far as like say like the trade deadline? Do you think anything's going to happen there, or maybe like what are your thoughts on moving forward with this team?
I think when the waves go down, and we are not after our expectations, I think the first thing is they start to try trade Julius if he's not working. So that's the first thing. So that's they still try to rebuild, and that's the first thing. And when it's really goes south, I think maybe Tips head is on the table. I don't know, man.
Probably so. I think
Probably,
so.
man.
I still have this up here. This is Tom Thibodeau here. I put Tom Thibodeau on the Joker's face there.
Okay.
Yeah, last year I was getting on him big time, but I mean this year I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. So I like the fact that the team is basically ready. Like you said, like the starting unit has great chemistry. So he's doing something correct, So
Yes.
the writing, the blueprint is there for us to go forward and stuff, So outside of let's say like RJ, everybody likes RJ and Jaylen Brunson, RJ and Jaylen Brunson. So who do you think that we can add, or what type of player do you think would function the best with those two guys as the head of the team, or
Instead of Julius or
instead of Julius? 'Cause that's another conversation too. I've been trying to get people to get there because a lot of people say they hate Julius or get him off the team and they want to trade him for nobody. You can't trade him for nobody because he's a good player.
Yes,
so
of course, that's a problem. I mean, when we have a good package on the table, you have to trade him, of course. Right. And when they include a pick or something like that, of course you have to do it, but not for a bag of boards or something like that, man. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
And he's still a great baller, but he has to go over his head and do this what he did in the preseason, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're on the same page, man. See, it's amazing how somebody could be like right next to me watching the same thing, and they're coming up with totally different a different concept. But I talk to you. You're on a different side of the world, and me and you exactly have the same exact thought process with the Knicks, man. So that's amazing to me.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I'm a half full class guy, man.
Yes,
This is the right right
I get it.
half. You know
You're a
I
half
mean.
full guy. Yeah, half glass, half full. Yep.
Glass half full. Yes. So,
Yep.
I mean, every season starts 0-0, man, and every player has a chance to step in the right direction and go over his things from the past, man. And I will give Julius a chance as well, man. And like I said a few times now, when he did this through the whole season, what he did in the preseason, very comfortable in him, and I'm love what I see there.
Yeah. So I mean, being positive, I'm the same way. Sometimes I can get negative, but it's really just from a love standpoint. I'm speaking out of love, not out of negativity. So I put your tattoo up here because you said you had made the tattoo before you actually went to the spot. So this is you manifesting something. This is you putting it out there in the universe, for something positive to happen, and then you were able to do this, man. So I feel emotional from the way that you described it. You went to the same spot that this person made the tattoo for, and you were able to make it happen. So that makes me emotional too, because I got little boys too, man. So I get it. So the same way that you felt there, to put that thought and put the thought down, and then it happened. I think Knicks fans need to develop that trait, man. Whatever positivity thing that you want for the Knicks to happen, you want the Knicks to make the playoffs, you want the Knicks to make the championship. You need to put it out there and believe it, because it's so easy. It's so easy to be negative, right? It's better to just put the positivity out there, and then if you do that enough, then you'll be able to see it form right in front of you.
I mean, when I'm out here on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I'm always try to be positive and playing the good vibes and hope to share this to other fans, and they have to click in with that, man. I'm not a Knicks for clicks guy. Man, I'm in the perfect podcast, man. I'm a diehard Knicks fan since that day in 1999, and I would never go away from that. And
you know why? You want to know why? Because you're sick. You're crazy. That's why. You got to see the orange paint. You got orange paint on the ceiling, on the wall. I see there.
Yeah.
I see the jerseys there. So let me ask you a question. What does your wife think about all this stuff?
I mean, she lived with me since now. I won't say 14.
Don't get in trouble.
Yeah. She's not here.
Okay.
We are married since 2011, so since 11 years.
Right.
But we are engaged since 2008.
Okay. Wow.
So then 16 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's crazy with you.
She know that from the beginning, and she have to live with that. She have to live with that.
Same with me, man. I have this pod here. I'm crazy. After this, I'm gonna try to do another one right after I finish talking to you, because I have a sickness. There's something wrong with me. I have to talk Knicks. I have to meet people. I have to have these conversations. I got to share these smiles and things of that nature, because there's something absolutely wrong with me. There's something wrong with everybody in the chat too. Everybody that pops in and comes in all the time to support and talk about the Knicks stuff. It's an absolute sickness. And the whole point of this whole Diehard Has a Friend thing is I just want people to see that. For so many years, there's been so many jokes. People making fun of us internationally, all over the world. People have been making fun of us, but the one constant is us. All the bad teams, it's been us.
And you know what, Iro, the thing that starts in, I think it starts in 2017, the year we start our fan club. It starts the whole Knicks fan TV stuff, Knicks Film School, and all the podcasts. This whole connection between all the creators is more important than all the Knicks for Clicks guys out there, man. We start to build something I think no other franchise has here. I mean, Twitter is toxic sometimes.
Yes.
The last half year, more toxic than everything else. But
Right.
we as fans built something here. And like the international thing, like the positivity, I mean, that means a lot. That means really a lot for all of Twitter spaces around there.
Yeah. So let me say this to you since you're here, because like I said, when I went looking for Knicks fans, I found you first. You know, we're talking about 2017. 2017 is about right, because look at this number here. 2018 is when I started this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not lying. I was literally looking for Knicks fans in 2017. I couldn't find them. I was looking for fan clubs, looking for something that I could start or something I could be a part of. And like I said, I found you in 2017. You know, and like you said, around that time, Knicks Fan TV started. Around that time, NBK with Nothing But Knicks, they started around that time. You know, and then look at how everything all is happening at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
we're all together in this at the same time. All these crazy Knicks fans and stuff like that, we all come together in a big, almost like a Knick bomb. You know, we blow up all over the world, right?
Something clicking in the head at that moment for all the Knicks fans to say for yourself, man, let's do something here.
Yes.
And since that day, 5 years ago, we are for real, man. Knicks fans are for real.
Yeah.
I hope the Knicks are come back to us with a championship someday, man.
Yeah. I think we're very important. I think our energy and stuff like that is very important to the whole equation, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Knicks do their thing, you know, but they can't get there unless our energy is right. You know, because the franchise, they react to us also. But if our energy is good too, they're allowed to do their thing. And then I really believe in that. I believe that all the energy together, that's gonna get us to where we want to go. You know?
Yeah, 100%, man. Like I didn't talk. I don't say this. We stop at the moment. We meet Kristaps Porzingis.
Right.
So, a half year later, we were with 52 guys in London. You saw the picture for the London Bridge.
Yes.
Man, we have contact. We start to try. Yes, that's the picture. We have contact with the NBA guy. So we ask him to have a little discount for a bigger group and that we all can sit together in a block. And he said, yes, of course we can do that, of course. And we done that. Then we meet some guys of us meet John Starks, Emmanuel Mudiay, Kevin Knox at the time, doing their handshakes, doing their autograms. Our NBA contact guy said us where the team hotel is, so we go to them, and when they come back from practice, so that was the moment I saw and made a picture with Frank the first time.
Right.
And after before the game, we have an interview with Terry and Trey. Then after that, they became members of us because they love what we have done, and yeah, they are, man. I love them so much. I love them so much, man.
They're good people.
Yeah. When they saw what we have done in London, a week later, Terry called me and said, Daniel, man, you have to come to New York. You have to come to New York. We invited you. We make a big event for you, and they have done that. They have done that a year later. We came with 50 guys to New York, We sat with all the content creators in Clyde's restaurant at a game watching party. The day later, we played at Rocker Park. Man, that was a really great experience. And then a day after, the main event, man.
That's amazing.
It was the first experience for all of our guys to be able to make a pre-game shoot around, to saw the players a few meters away, and then was my big moment when Alan Houston came by, and I have the chance to talk with Alan for a couple of minutes.
I remember that. Allen Houston was impressed by you. I remember that you were talking to him, and I think you showed him a scarf or something like that. I think I remember.
Yeah, you see, he said his father played in Strasbourg. That's in France, and that's near to Germany, near to Stuttgart. And he said to me, he can't.
Yeah, that's him there.
Yeah. He said he comes sometimes to Germany, and I mean, that moment, I will never forget that moment, man. Then we go to our personal to our not suite, to our lounge, and then John Wallace came by, and he also connect with us and make some autographs. There's the picture. Yes. Make a group shot with us, and after the game, our first experience on the hardwood, man. To have a group shot on the logo, man.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I would never forget that, man. I would never forget that. All of our guys at one spot at the world's most famous arena, man.
Yeah, 50 something guys. You said 51, 52 guys?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, or 40. It between 45 and 50, something like that. Not all of our guys were in the picture, but we are able to make the trip with about 50 guys. Yes.
Wow. So are these guys just as crazy as you are? With all the orange walls and things like that? Are they just as crazy as you are?
There are a few guys who are crazy as I did, but I don't to be so corny. I think I'm the craziest guy of all of them. Yes.
That's awesome, man. I mean, it's a great story, man. I'm so intrigued by you guys, man. You know, I would love to meet you, man. It seems like you're a lot of fun. You speak English well too, man. So you don't be afraid about that.
Thank you, yeah. Man. So, Iro, when all click together, we come to New York in end of February, beginning of March. Of course, I will contact you. I hope that we can make an event for all the New York Knicks fan creators and to meet with each other.
Cool, sounds good. Well, I mean, this guy Andy, man, Andy's been complaining that you know, there's so much things he has to go through to get to come here and this, that, and the other, blah blah. So see if you can get him to come with you, okay? Drag him along, because I mean, everyone is anxious to meet this guy. You know, Andy's a big part of you know, the YouTube culture, YouTube making content and stuff. Like, he's a big part of it. Crazy guy. I don't know how he does it, because like right now, what is it, like 10:30, 11 o'clock where you are now?
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. Yes.
This guy is watching Knicks games and doing pre-game and post-game podcasts on your time. That's nuts.
Yeah,
he's out of control.
So, Iro, I watched from the 82 regular season games. I watch 75 live.
Wow.
I mean, I'm working in shifts. Right. So even I have the early shift. So I go 6 a.m. to work. and the game is on 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or in between there, I go to bed at 8 p.m. in the evening, sleep just before the game, before the game starts, watch the game, writing my the recap for our the game recap for our fan page.
Right.
So I'm most in the most parts I'm writing the recap for our fan page. Then I sleep an hour, and then I go to work, man.
I don't know how you do it because it's hard for me because I love to do this. Sometimes I do a little bit too much content where I'm like disregarding my family. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll see you guys later, and I'll go into the room and I'm just talking junk to myself. I can't stop it. I can't help
and
it.
that's a good part. We saw the games at night, so my wife and my son are sleeping at that time. So
Okay.
I have time for the Knicks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so I mean, in one way, I guess it is like a gift and a curse kind of. You're far away from the Knicks,
Yeah.
but you can kind of, mess up your own sleep, but still don't disregard your family. Me, on the other hand, I'm not sleeping. I'm disregarding my family and all this other stuff just for this basketball stuff. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
But,
Yeah, man.
yeah. So I'm excited to talk about you, man. Talk with you.
Yeah, same here, man. Same here.
Yeah, so I mean, this is like the introductory kind of thing. This is a fun segment. Diehard has a friend, but I would like to have you come on just to talk regular Knicks stuff. Just because at that point, everyone will be familiar with you. They know who you are, at least for my channel that is concerned. And then we can just get up and just talk Knicks, man. I would love that.
Hero, every time you want me on the show, hit me up, man. I would do that, and of course with Andy together or Sim or all the other guys, I'm here for it, man. Call me, hit me up. You have my number, and yeah, let's do that, man.
No doubt, no doubt. And I also want to become a member, man. You gotta
Yes.
hook up the paperwork because I know it was online, but it was in German, so I mean it was a little difficult.
Yes, I will send you after our call. I will send you. There's also a paperwork in English. So so if you have any questions, call me, hit me up. I will help you. The membership fee is €10 for a year, so it's not that much.
Right.
Yeah, everybody out there who you've seen this podcast, seen this video, you can join us, man. Watching, I think Eero will put it in the description, the link for our homepage and for our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and if you want to be a member of the Knicks Nation Germany, hit us up, and we will be there. And we are hope to be bigger anytime soon, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We are not only German fans. Like I said before, we are guys from like Andy from Poland, Alex from Ireland, one guy's from France, one guy's from Switzerland, one guy's from Austria, and we have a lot of guys from the United States as well. So everybody out there wants to be a part of our fan culture here. Yeah, we will welcome you with open arms.
Definitely, man. I think I saw you guys have a podcast too. Right? You guys are doing something on Spotify.
Yes, but it's only in German. The podcast, the podcast is only in German, but it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Podcast, it's on what's the other Squeezer, or what's the name of the podcast?
Yeah, it's good. I can't think of the name of it. I had it up here, but I clicked off it, man. I'm like annoyed by that I did that. But yeah, it's I forgot what it's called, Squeezer or something like that.
Yeah,
it's basically a lot of places. Here goes the Spotify link here.
Yeah, Spotify link. Yes, yeah.
Spotify right here. So listen, I told you I'm crazy, man. So I've listened to your podcast in German, and I'm listening to it like a cycle. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hear what you're saying, trying to figure out what you're saying, because for me it's the energy. I'm listening to what you're saying. I can kind of figure out what you're saying. I could do like the whole Google translator type of thing, so I can get the gist of what's happening. So I'm crazy like that.
Yeah, I mean, Iro, we are not analytics guys. We will do this podcast with all the emotions. We are, it should be a restaurant or bar talk. So
Yes.
when we talk about Knicks, so that's the plan behind our podcast.
Same
So
here, man.
we're bringing all the emotions, and that's what we need.
Same here.
That's what we want. Yes.
I don't know if you've caught me doing the actual game. I actually do a game watch along. You ever watch me do that?
Not yet, but I will do this, of course.
Yeah, you should do that. During every game, and usually I do my little stick, man. I'm something's wrong. I'm telling you, something wrong with me. So, for me, it's all emotion to me. I love the Knicks so much. It's going crazy. Stats is good. It gives you a little backstory about what's happening.
Yes, of course.
But there's nothing like watching a game and getting the natural reactions and stuff like that. And then for people to resonate with you, and feel your energy that's an amazing experience within itself there.
Energy in one word or in two words, Obi Toppin.
Yes.
That's energy in 2 words, man.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
brings all the emotions to us fans.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Yeah, man. So I hate to see you go. But like I said, you definitely got to come back on again, talk some Knicks.
100%.
Talk a regular subject, whatever's happening at the moment, or come on and we'll chop it up about something like that. I really would like that, man. Definitely would appreciate it if you would come on.
Of course, man. Of course.
Yeah, man. So this is Daniel. Hey Daniel.
Hey.
Knicks fan. Then there's gonna be Knicks Nation Germany, man. Knicks Nation
yes. Yes, Knicks in Germany.
Yeah, don't forget him. Please know that he's out there. He's been out here before everybody. I'm trying to tell you, he's been out here before everybody. So he may have given birth to everybody out there, all the way out there in Germany, man. So if I can say that.
Thank you, my man. Kind words, man. What a kind words. Thank you, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. So salute to the chat. Salute to everyone that's gonna pop in afterwards and take a look at the podcast on the replay. And I'll see you guys next time, man. Definitely, man. Thank you for coming on. Thank you very much.
Peace, man.
Yes. Let me get an outro going on here.